Good day everyone, my name is Patricia Marie Vicky Ross and I am from BSN 2B and I will be performing normal delivery. First is we have the assessment. We have to ensure the privacy and dignity of the woman and then make her feel comfortable. And then a male doctor should be accompanied by a female assistant while the examination is being performed and ask if she has understood what is going to be done and ask her permission before undertaking the examination. And then all equipment, medicine, and disposables should be made ready before the pregnant woman are brought into the delivery room. And then the woman is moved to the labor table in the active stage of labor. And then unnecessary pushing in between contractions should be avoided. And then ensure the woman is hydrated and the bladder is empty before encouraging the woman to push. And then all neonatal equipment for ENBC or essential newborn care and resuscitation should be pre-checked and kept ready until the pregnant woman is brought in. And then the room temperature should be maintained in the range of 26 to 28 degrees Celsius in the labor room, and chilly areas will need heaters during winter. And then after that, we have to provide emotional support and reassurance as visible. And then encourage the presence of birth companion. And then for planning, we have to prepare the equipment and materials to be used such as Kelly pad, drainage pail, sterile OB pack with gown and OB sheet, and then draped towels with or without instruments, sterile gloves, normal delivery set, and arranged according to order of use. And then we will also need sterile pads, suction bulb, 2 straight forceps, 1 surgical pair of scissors, placental bowl, syringe 5 to 10 cc, hypodermic needle, and then aspirating gauge 19 to 21 and injecting gauge 21 to 23. We will also need chromic, needle holder, thumb forceps, and tissue forceps. And then for the implementation, we have to change into a DR suit and then put on personal protective attire such as goggles, mask, cap, shoe cover, and plastic apron. For the implementation, we have to change into a DR suit and then put on personal protective attire such as goggles, mask, cap, shoe cover, and plastic apron. And then after that, we have to palpate the suprapubic region to ensure that the woman's bladder is not full. If it is full, encourage them to empty the bladder or catheterize. And then wash hands and put on sterile gloves. And then clean the woman's perineum with sterile swabs and talk to the woman and encourage her to take breaths through her mouth after every contraction. And then when the head is visible, encourage her to bear down during contractions. And then support the perineum with one hand using a clean pad and control the birth head's breath with the fingers of the other hand to maintain flexion, allowing natural stretching of the perineal tissue to prevent tears. And then feel around the baby's neck for the cord and respond appropriately if the cord is present. And then allow the baby's head to turn spontaneously. Then with the hands on either side of the baby's head, deliver anterior shoulder by gently moving head a little downward, which allows the shoulder to drop down the symphysis pubis. And then when the axillary crease of the anterior shoulder is seen, deliver the posterior shoulder, lifting the baby upwards towards the mother's abdomen. And then support the rest of the baby's body with one hand as it slides out and say baby out. Note the baby's time of birth and sex and show the mother. And then place the baby on the mother's abdomen over a clean, dry, pre-warmed towel in a prone position with the head turned to one side. And then quickly dry the baby with a pre-warmed towel and discard the wet towel. And then wrap the baby loosely in the second pre-warmed dry towel. and then palpate the mother's abdomen to rule out an additional baby or babies, and proceed with active management of the third stage and ENBC or essential newborn care. And delay cord clamping for 1 to 3 minutes if the baby is crying or breathing well. And then look for any vaginal or perineal tears. If present, assess the degree of tear and manage accordingly. And then for evaluation, we have to maintain a septic technique throughout the procedure. Cleaning of the labor table should be done immediately after the transfer of mother to the postnatal or observation ward. And then for documentation, do the charting.